Person you're looking for?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Follow me, if you would.
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
One of us has been drenched. I grant you roaring plain.
Well done.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this strike will spur us into the next.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Focus your strength, Arisen! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements!
I told you there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Now there's a thought.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Pray, follow me. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the prison has received some more pressing than impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, prison?
Wise strategy.
So, try not to catch cold.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Well done!
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Let me get that.
Where are the Saurians? barbarians!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
One of us is drenched. Any beast would grow ferocious when back to the come after us.
Nicely done! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
One of us has been poisoned!
No mercy! Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I've just discovered a hidden route. Where might it take us, I wonder?
Extraordinary. It would surely have escaped my eye.
'Tis a weight off our minds to have it done.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
'Tis as you say.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
Methinks the thief felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Your next is no less permanent.
Catch cold!
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
It's rather high. It might be beyond our reach. There, Master! Saurians! Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, well. Colour me surprised.
Roaring flame!
One of us has been poisoned. I believe yon foe is drawn to the light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
It takes a special breed of courage to traverse these woods a night.
We shall have to be all the more wary, till sunup casts the shadows away. This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk. This ladder looks sturdy enough.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the... roads, despite the hour. You know where to find.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads. Despite the hour. You know where to find me.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Art, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Many thanks. I appreciate...
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be select.
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check... the price, just remember... Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... All right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged.
No beer, perhaps, I could do without. See which way the wind's blowing.
Ought to set my nose to the ground.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
That's it. I've had enough.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a... You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence, and ere it slips my mind. Pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
And with that, our task is done.
Indeed. You've... hold more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
I concur.
I sense eyes upon us.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's get this over with then.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Wonder if there's any easy...
Is this a challenge, Arisen, to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
It is as you say.
I spend my days in quiet reflection. Is there aught I can assist you with?
Good day, sir.
Dirt, sweat, and toil. Each day's more of the same.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Let's move along.
A sharp resist. Must have taken a wrong turn.
Why, that hurts!
It's been a hard day. It's my fault down dark paths this place.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh, no. Lisa, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
I spend my days in quiet
Do not approach me. Good day, sir.
I must be grateful. At least I have a full bed. It is my duty to devote my life to
Was I lacking in devotion? Where could Malcolm have? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I have...
Have we met?
Places such as this ought to be demanded. What do you think myself?
Anything could be done.
What have you come? Is it true? You're the only. I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the original.
Let me alone. I'm not out...
Chaos in the world begins.
What do you want to talk to me?
The other day, now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? And rightly so. As it turned out, it gave me a ride.
Lisa, don't tell nobody what I said about exploring those vaults.
How dare you?
Where could Malcolm? Perhaps you could try asking.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I wonder what lies at its bottom.
Now this is a conundrum. It's hard, but dreams are free, they say.
It's been a hard day.
Was I lacking in devotion?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Wood with all my head. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Master, my heart knows no...
Wish someone had put me out my misery.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Must have taken a wrong turn.
What to make of this?
Wonder if anyone else.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
The agony!
My prayers will surely be rewarded in the hereafter.
Is this what I deserve?
The profuse assessment is an end. I can make no sense of this.
This is more than I can bear.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But
Chaos in the world begins with chaos.
this world is cruel, and my lot in it unfair.
Let me get that.
Let me alone, I pray you.
Overwhelming.
What should I get up?
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could. Moment I lay down my God.
My head hurts just thinking about what to do. I've no mother or father to speak of. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of for true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers? Well, take your time. You know where.
Much to do yet.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery. I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Shall we report back?
Maybe he was hoping to...
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming...
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We're to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along.
Indeed, you are correct.
How are we to get through this door?
Some variety would be nice, if we must fight.
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
Tis quite a collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort.
Indeed, you are correct.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
Who's there?
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
It's a shame.
Water. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. Much obliged.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
We have arrived.
Such peace.
Told out till someone comes to me.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
My eyes were
Let's call it insulting now.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
'Tis as you say.
I must trust, for I understand your debt. All I know are not stopping.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost host you know where to find.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you found... Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
I suppose. Is this so?
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. I'm sure I can handle this. The rules at your do, and precious little time.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Which reminds me, I owe you a debt. I fear I cannot repay the full sum all at once. I have rather little in the way of spending money. Pray, take this for now. You'll have more when next we meet. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master...
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
How might I be of service?
There's a ladder.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die early. Deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Much to do yet.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when commerce is the domain of clever minds. You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer. Gather round! Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, on shaking legs did he approach. better to know. Was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth inside.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Here, eh? Many thanks.
The room's at your leisure. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated...
We must rest, though the sun is...
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
A new day, a new perspective. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding!
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here. This should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim, while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly, Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you,